And there we go. Oh no, we're gonna go up. Howdy everyone. Welcome to another Ropes with Richard. To get started, start roping. And I am just going to bring up the live chat on my phone as I start doing some more reps. Howdy, whoever's watching, welcome. Say hello so I know who is watching. Hope you are having a great day. I am just trying to work out my lovely phone right now so I can see who's here. Say good day. Oh, I think that worked. Howdy. Who's in the chat? Send me a message. Ah, there we go. I think we have the live chat up and running. Ta-da! I'm not totally incompetent, it just takes me 2.5 minutes. Howdy, whoever's in the chat. Probably myself and I, but you know, regardless. Oh. If you are just joining, well, hey, Leo. How you going, dude? How's your training going? What's your goals for the year, Leo? Where you aiming? What you going to be doing? Ooh. Leo, you got to get faster typing fingers, just saying. You can't leave me hanging like this. Well, we have 3 people in the chat. Say good day, everyone. Oh, so what, you got Phil in your sights then? Leo, if you're trying to beat the guys above you, because Phil just got that win on you at Nationals, I'm sure that still hurts a little bit. Who'd you lose to on right arm at Nationals, Leo? Oh. Stone. to Gary K twice. Oh, that sucks. Losing to the same person twice. Oh no. That's brutal. That is brutal. Well, in that case, you haven't got too far to go before you're at the top of 80s if you only got, what, 3 people to beat. Yeah, losing twice to the same person sucks. Been there. Done that. Don't recommend it to all the others watching. But, only what, one person saying hello. Who else is in the chat? Say hello! Can't talk to Leo all day. As entertaining as he is. I'm just gonna adjust my pulley. Don't go anywhere. I'm just being annoying and getting annoyed at my pulley machine at the same time, so. Yeah, come on. There we go. Alright. Oh, much better. There's a little bit of slack in my cable machine, and I've been putting up with it, but I just saw a way that I could adjust it so it didn't have it, so. Oh, alright, it's so heavy. Right. Taryn and SK weren't there, so probably 5 got some more. But they weren't there, so guess what? Still get the spot. Oh, g'day Ryan. What's the plan for building back? At the moment, trying to do blood work to get these reps done, get my body used to the movements again. It's really hard to get back, and I forgot all that because right now my arms are killing me, more than I think they should, but apparently that doesn't matter because I need to get somewhat back into it, and then after a little while I'll start getting a little bit more high-end table time and oh jeez, come on now. Oh. And going from there. I stopped that conversation mid-thought. We also got Nathan B. What happened to your arms? Absolutely nothing. I think I've just like rubbed up against the dirty cable, and I've gotten a nice you know, dirt streak across my arm. No broken bones or anything, dude. And my arms are just skinny, if that was not the question. So. Hey Josh Barker, how you going, dude? You training hard for your AWE match against, I just forgot who it was. Taryn, isn't it? That should be awesome. You know, I've never been a bencher. Don't plan on it. I've got a whole squat rack here, and I've got a bench right there. Do I plan on buying a bar to go with it? Nope. This is the way I've trained. This is the way I've planned to continue training. It worked for me for 7 years. I think it's just time to put on a little bit more size at the same time and try and make sure that I'm, you know, as connected as I used to be, and as focused in the game when I do decide to compete. Skinny strong, thanks, dude. The things we hate are often the things we need most. Maybe, but I'm quite happy with the results that I was able to achieve doing this. What could change in the future, I never know. Always said that, but still not planning on heading to the gym and going gym strong. If that's a detriment to me, that's the choice I'll end up living with, you know. So, well, I appreciate it. It's just, yeah. Last time we tried to do bench, I nearly got squished by 60 kilos, and the last time that I tried to bench, I benched the bar and, you know, nearly busted out my hernia. So, wow, David Chapman, what's up? Yeah, man, just trying to get back to the training little bit by bit. Glad that you can join me. Ethan's also a much larger person than I am, so I bet that he could start at 60, no worries. $120, geez, Josh, calm down. It's like, that's too heavy for you. It's like an extra 2/3 of your body on top of that bar. Oh, jeez. Can't get past 130. They've been on it for 6 months. You know what, Josh? I think it's just time to stop. You know, probably saying that you shouldn't be doing it anymore. I think that's what the bench is trying to tell you. Leo. Yeah, but Leo, you had bench before starting arm wrestling. That's the way it always goes when guys train. Hey, Tyrell, 122. Hey, Reacher, glad to see you back at it. Thanks, dude. Glad to see you are in the chat. So, if you're doing nothing, grab some weights and do some reps. Wow, what do we got? Oh, Josh Barker. Wait, what? Sorry to hear about your match, Ryan, with Chance. I really wanted to see you back. See your form looks so insane. What's going on? Your match get cancelled. When did that happen? All I've been seeing is AWE posting the matches like the last couple of days. Nathan B, my bench goes up 1 G a year. Oh, nice. I got another replacement. Nice. Chance pulled out yesterday. Oh, injured? That sucks. Oh. Applying for visa. Well, hopefully it all goes well. and you can get your replacement. Oh, Josh, I feel so far off where I was. I am working with 2, 7.5, 15, and then I think they're ones. I'm probably working with like 18 kilos today, and you've been seeing how many reps I've been doing. So I definitely was better in the past. Definitely a tournament, maybe nationals at the end of this year or something like that. I've always loved my tournaments and my super matches, so it's going to be hard for me to choose which one to come back in. I think tournament's going to be a good start because I'll have different hands to grip up with to know where I'm at rather than just one guy, because if I get creamed by the one guy in 10 different lanes, then it's completely different than getting creamed by one guy and then getting the chance to maybe come back if I do win a couple more rounds later on in the tournament. So I think I'll go with tournament. It's just where I started, and getting back into it is probably going to be doing it, going back again. Yeah, I heard about Sam doing Arm Wars. Neil reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and asked if I was willing to do a match as well, and I told him where I was at. So hopefully later in the year or early next year, whichever comes first, that opportunity arises itself again, because I did enjoy going to Ironhouse, and I'm sure Sam will have a great time. He's got a killer opponent with the guy that he does verse, so all the best for the one. Dude, jeez. What an awkward Nathan B. Yeah, I know about that one, dude, but I'm not going to be ready by May. And travelling down there is one of my dreams, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of other top guys wanting to take that title, and I won't be informed to verse them. So I'm not really going to go there for the tournament, knowing that I'm not going to be in the running to even get close to that. So yeah. Yeah, man. So end of last year, all of last year really, I wasn't really too keen on arm wrestling. I was wavering in and out, wasn't training all that much, and then basically I think after ECA last year, so like August, I maybe did like a handful of training sessions. I did a couple of PT sessions with guys, and other than that, I think from like September, October, definitely September onwards, I did basically nothing, and had to focus on getting ready for Summer, my wife having our second kid, and getting my house renovations finished before the second baby came along. So I really focused on those, and just left arm wrestling where I needed it to for the time, and I'm gonna try and come back now. So yeah. How's your training in general going, Josh? Oh. That's it. Family first for sure. And you know, I couldn't really care if I didn't come back earlier this year / late last year. It just wasn't anything that I was looking forward to. Took a really long time off work as well, just settling in with Bub, And then New Year came around and started work. So the first couple of weeks of the year I was busy trying to get back into the rhythm of things, and I thought, why not try and start this back up again. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but at the end of the day, worth trying. So yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Hope you're recovering well from your car accident. You're not too injured, dude. Hope everyone else was okay in it as well. Good question, David. At the moment, man, it's seeing if I can come back, and then from there I'll know if I can chase anyone down or not. But I know that probably by mid to end this year, if I do keep going, I'll probably be back where I was, and hopefully that means that I'm still number one in, you know, the 90 kilo class. And I've still got a couple of names on my list for Australia that I haven't beaten. So if I can eventually climb up to that, that'd be obviously a great goal to achieve. But some of the names that I've been given that people want me to verse are dreams that I've had for a long time. So if I can get there as well, in that 90 kilo to 100 kilo class, then I'd love to get there as well. Training question from Tyrell. As someone with a similar build as yourself, slim, long hand and levers, what would you say gave you the most bang for your buck in building your hand control? 100 reps a day on 5 different vectors. So wrist rise, cup, pronation, supination, and then one that I didn't do back then, which I wish I knew about, which I eventually added in, was pistol cup, so cupping through the index finger. All of those are the great foundation to arm wrestling if you do them in A, good form, and B, you don't push yourself too bad form. You just have a break, go to your other exercise, come back, just know where you were roughly at rep wise, and then once you wear out on that other vector, then change and go back to pronation, cup, whatever it was. And try and get those good form out. If you do 100 a day on each of those 500 reps, you're going to be well on your way to feeling like you've got a monstrous hand. Now obviously in doing those 500 reps, you can do it all different vectors per movement, so you don't need to cup the same way every day, you don't need to pronate the same way every day. You can change it, you can do so you can do offensive pronation like this, or you can go defensive and really just isolate the pronation there, not move my bicep. And then here, when you do it, you make sure that you're doing it nice and slow and you're not doing your body with it, and you're just staying unpronated just the whole way down. So that's how I think I made my best gains at the very start, and doing that alongside with good quality table time and not putting myself in a bad situation where I don't accept the loss. So if I'm losing and I'm about to lose my hand, well, guess what? I shouldn't be losing my hand. I should be giving away more arm. Devin talked about it in his most recent video on 217, about the chains that you basically let go, and I've been a big believer in that for probably 7 years, where I give up everything except my hand right at the end. And I usually don't even give up my hand, because chances are that even if I did give up my hand, I wouldn't have the strength to get there, back to the pin pad. So yeah. That was a big tangent, Tyrell. Hope you got enough information out of that. Oh yeah, I can show you pistol cup. A couple of different ways you can do it. One of them probably is a smaller strap than this. I've started doing it this way, and actually I've got a band. That'll be better. You can chuck the band through your index finger, set up on the table or whatever, like you're ready to go. Closed fist, straight wrist, and then cupping through the index finger. So you're basically not cupping in like this. You're trying to force down with your cup, with your index finger. So it's the same movement. It's still cup, right? This is cup. This is what most people do when they cup. This is what I prefer to do. So that when you're in a really high top roll and you cup down on someone's hand, this means that their index finger and their thumb turn over first. And that's what you want. You want to feel someone dumping their wrist in either fashion to get the win. And then my favourite is doing it with this. Alright, so I'll get a cone handle. This one is very big. I will set up, same thing. I will bridge my fingers, so I'm not using all but my index finger and my middle finger. Right, and then I will aim to basically bring it into my shoulder. So rather than forcing with that supination and trying to come low, I'm really trying to isolate those top two fingers and cut like that. Oh, that makes sense. But it's a match that's sorry, this is to David. Mate, Kyle and I have obviously had a bad run because he beat me in 2017 at the WAL finals in Melbourne, and then he had an absolute screaming war with Joffrey Jolly. And then he gets to the final, and honestly, I didn't feel him. He was so worn out. The poor guy. I just like blasted him flat to the pad. And then since then, I think we've only done training sessions since. I don't think we've ever grouped up except for maybe the left arm on the table. That might have been Queensland's like a couple of years ago. But yeah, it is what it is really. So if he wants the match, you know, later this year, then I'm more than welcome to oblige. I just can't see myself travelling for anything this year, just finance wise and things like that. It's not in my you know, goals to really travel. I'm just going to try and get better back to where I think I need to be and do local, maybe nationals, which is like, you know, $400. I've got family down south that I can go and see too, so kind of makes it a bit worthwhile. But travelling over to Perth, long flight, it's more than a long weekend. So as much as I love the dude, he's a genuine great guy, and he knows that I respect his ability very highly. I don't see myself travelling over there to chase that match this year. On the plus side, it's not as hot today as it was on Friday, so I'm not sweating quite as much. I've definitely got a little bit of sweat, but nowhere near as much as last week. Levan's liver, you can go take another shot and come back tomorrow when you're not so high. I am in no shape or form to do that. I already got asked to be on that card, and I am not going on it. So I am in no form to do such a thing. I'm not in form enough to be on the undercard, so I ain't taking the main match. David, going to failure is fine, but you have to go to failure in good form. That's the only thing that I say. Right, so if you're going to lose, at least, like, I used to go ball sores. I was the first person at Brisbane training. I was pretty much the last one to leave. Both first, both last. Every time, I'd be the first person trying to get on a table. I'd be the last person trying to, getting kicked out of training. And I was not strong when I started. I would just hassle everyone until I, got enough table time. And yes, I was losing a lot, but I was losing trying to have good form. So if you're doing that and you're not, busting yourself open, really trying to rip open, if you get into a really tight hook match and you're here, that's great. If they start to open you, don't turn away or, try and lift up and open out the arm. Just coil in with them and really try and supinate or drive up with your elbow coming forward on the pad to try and get something different. And if you're losing the same way to the same guy over and over, you're not learning what you need to. There's everyone in Australia knows Doug Fatafei. It was well known that Doug would pin you fast once he knew that he was running out of gas. And as much as I love Doug, I could always feel when he was running out of gas. And it was quite fun to try and find the best position to not lose to him. And one day I did, because he went to surge and his hand went bloop, and I was like, yeah! I didn't care that he was absolutely gassed, and I knew that he was gassed. It was the fact that I finally had enough to stop him when he decided that he was gassed to try and pin me. So, if you can do that with the guys at your club, if you can just find a decent position, even if it's just coming forward and trying to post, trying to get a little bit of a defensive top roll, anything in good form is okay. As long as you rehab after as well. No worries, Aiden. Good to see you back again, dude. Thanks for joining the chat. Really appreciate it. Woohoo! Alright. And if you look at that pistol cup and then look at the way John Brzenk pulls and pulled in the past, over the last 20 years definitely, he always drove with his top roll with his index finger forward and then came up. And that's where I got it from. I just went, how do I train to be better at coming in through that way? I was like, oh, there, okay. And then that also helps you get better rotation when you're going in for a hook. Rather than trying to supinate, you naturally drop your pronation when you supinate in. If you drive forward and over, like Devon does, when you're going in for a hook and trying to drive up, and then you settle in, you've got all that pronation nice and high. Whoa, Dominic Lorenz! How you going, dude? What's the big plan for you this year? Tell me all your secrets. And thanks for everyone joining so far. We've got 9 people in the chat this time. Much better than the 2 and 3 that I had last time, but it was a nice, quiet little group that I got a chance to chat with. Wow. Oh, jeez. You're gonna meet me, are ya? Come for it. Wow. It's alright. You come down, I'll go up, we'll miss each other, alright? That way I don't have to lose to you, and I don't have to face the heavier you. So I like that plan. Whew. David, who you going after? Who's in your way? Who do you want to pin? Tell me. Tell me. I need to change this pad over. A little bit off center, guys, and it's annoying me. Every time I try and pin down or come across, going off the pad. It's annoying. Oh. Got a blowout on my cable machine. Let's see if I can show you guys. My protective parts blown off. I've got another bit up here, also blown off. So, not great. Waiting for run it past it a couple more times and it'll just break off. We'll get a new cable for this thing soon. I'm sure it's going to slap me in the face very soon. I can see like 4 parts where it's all the same. Alright. Oh, why do some says level up massively for comps in super matches while others try to peak feel similar strengths to practice? That's a really good question. I've always been the type that, you know, anyone can pin me at a training session, but everyone knew that the moment you came to a comp, I'd be completely different. It's the way that I train. I train very nicely with everyone. I try and, you know, give people room to work and things like that. That way I can learn and grow at the same time. Whereas a lot of people that don't like to do that, they show up to training, they're all ready to, you know, pin everyone else. And personally, I don't like it, but each to their own, you know. I'd much prefer to be better on comp day than I was at training. If you feel the same as you do at training as you do at a comp, you're just letting everyone else know where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing, and I honestly believe that it's probably giving them a little bit too much information. Oh, where was I? Unravel all of that. Going for state champ on the right this year. Going to be very hard if Bobby shows up. Just look at the blueprint of how to beat Bobby. You'll be fine. If you can read the blueprint, you'll be fine. Alright? I gave Phil the blueprint a couple of years ago. He followed it beautifully and got the win. So I'm sure that, and I know there's others out there that know the blueprint really well, so if you just follow it, you'll be fine. If you are overdue and you need somewhere to stay, just hit me up and we can try and get some training in or something. Alright? It is a big commitment. It definitely is, every time. My phone is slowly but surely tilting further and further that way. Sorry guys, you were probably like looking at me like this. Alright, that's a little bit better. You're alright. Shout out. Ninja08. Bam! Mate, I'd be very happy if I could get to 1,000 subs. Best way to do it, share, like, subscribe. I'm not, hey, it happened. That little flap from my cable machine fell off. Yeah. Cut it. Whoosh. That was all thanks to Ninja. He probably threw a freaking, shuriken from where he was and it just went, Phew. Appreciate it, mate. See, that's quieter. Now I don't have to hear it rub against it every time. I haven't heard of any Frostmaster. But the place to go would be either to message the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation or just keep your ear to the ground on the Facebook pages and I'm sure there'll be one. Usually it's South Australia first and then the order got all mixed up and I think South Australia is going to basically be the AWE this year, so I don't know if they're going to have another state comp or whatever, but after that I'd say would be Melbourne, actually I take that back, Sydney, and then Melbourne, and then Queensland, and then Western Australia is how the order usually goes. So who's my coming back match in Oz? Brett, Mario, or Fatale? I've beaten all three. I don't need to. It's all good. All those guys are below me. No, I would not take a match with either Fatale or Mario or Brett because I am in no shape or form ready for those guys. So. Alright, Ninja08. Thanks for being in the chat. Dominic Lorenz, is this exercise for tricep or back pressure? Mate, this is definitely for dragging your opponent down. So you know when someone turns out and they give you your bicep, or they just open up a little bit, I see that as a perfect opportunity to do this. The strap is usually applied when I'm doing this, so I'm pretending that it's coming straight through and I'm just pulling straight down through the base of my hand and making sure that I'm keeping connected. I'm just imagining me pulling down someone's arm. It's definitely working the triceps, but it's more back pressure. It's just like a single arm lat row, just in an arm wrestling form. So yeah, imagine it, if I'm on the table here, someone's trying to top roll me or whatever, or if I'm down here and they're trying to defensive top roll, they're trying to drag me out the hook. If they open up a little bit, I'm just like, I'm pulling back to the back of the pad. That's all I'm trying to do. That's why I'm doing it up here. That way it's a little bit more like an arm wrestling match. Because if I come down here, it's a little bit low. It's just the cable height. I need an adjustable pulley that isn't costing me $2,000. That way I can attach it to my frame here and I'd have a very happy day. Alright. What do we got? Bowen! How you doing, dude? Sorry that we didn't get a chance to group up, but I'm sure we will in the future, alright? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being in the chat. Thirsty. 88. I'm going to say 88 instead of 808 because 88 sounds better. I bet you would be good with Mindaugas style. Yeah, well, Mindaugas wanted the match. He actually wanted it at Arm Wars. After I'd finished, we grouped up. I had grouped up with him to warm him up for Tom Holland, and it seems afterwards he was like, "Yeah, I just felt a little bit that I was like kind of interested in. If you're interested in the match." I was like, "No." I was absolutely busted after my matches, so I had no chance of beating him, and definitely not left arm. Right arm was the only chance I'd have there. So, and yes, I'm doing a lot more of these reps than I am doing the rest because it's really comfortable. I can do a lot of reps at this weight, but it's good to get the form right. Good to get the match going. It's a lot of pec too. If you squeeze in when you drop here, and you just squeeze a little bit. It's like you're making sure that you're tight when you bring it in. This is his style, hand control king. Yeah, this is my style. This is how I've always trained, guys. I do lots of different reps. I go until I can't do the rep anymore, and then, well, until I feel like I'm not about to be able to do the rep anymore, and then I change over. Blood's flowing. I'm using the things I need for arm wrestling. That's the only important thing. Alright. Next time for shot. Alright, what else we got? That would be a banger match. Yeah, mate, it would have been good if we could have pulled it off, but at the same time, here's a lethal mother trucker. And any day, I'll take it. I actually didn't get to see Ray versus him on left arm. Has anyone got any spoilers for me? I want to watch it, I just haven't seen it yet. I am not, as much as I love Arm Wars, I'm not a member. I don't have the intention to spare, you know, $100 odd over the year to be a member. I love the guys. They know I'll always support them, but it's not in my best interest to do that. So I'll wait. I'll watch. I like and watch every video that they put out and try and support them the best way that I can there. But that's about as far as I go, except for when I go over there and, you know, give them a lot of my time and money to get there. So. Thanks, Aiden. I'm sure it'll be good. Yeah, give me a couple spoilers. I saw Devon and Sanders and my boy Splicker and Philip Heats. Hope I said that right, Philip, sorry. What did I just do? I did rice, didn't I? Oh, there we go. I got a question for you. Am I just weak or dumb? Need some info on how to beat Josh Barker. Definitely dumb. Bowen, I love you. Nah, dude, you are, you're just doing it wrong. He hits your kryptonite very fast, very hard, and you don't have time to get out of there. You try to be an explosive arm wrestler, but you don't have explosivity compared to Josh. Being a lighter guy, shorter arm, you're going into where he feels comfortable, and not doing it the other way around. You need to take him into deep water and make him hurt. Ray got smashed. Eesh. I definitely don't want that match with Men Douglas on left. Handled like a child. That's it. Throw Ray out. He's useless. 16-0 was all he'd ever do. He's on a 2-match losing streak. Just throw him to the wind. We don't need him. He's got his 100,000 subscribers. Just gone. They can all come over here. We're good. Good plan? Good. Wasn't even a match. Ouch. How can I learn this power? Bowen, send me a couple of videos, dude. And I'll give you a couple of tips, alright? It's hard to explain, alright? I'll have to do a video or something for you. Once I see a couple of matches of you losing, alright? That way I can give you the overall assessment rather than just, I think I've only seen 1 or 2. So, what I want to do, guys, I think I'll do some cupping. I've been doing a lot of pronation, supination, and pressing. Let's do some more cupping. too easy, dude. Oh, you're doing reps with me, Bowen. Hope so. Ray won in a hook. Good on him. Didn't Mindy go in there in like the last round or something to just, you know, be kind and maybe show a little bit of dominance? Oh, Aiden, that one's good. Ray can retire happy Latvian knowing he sort of beat Mindy in a hook. It doesn't count if Mindy gave him the hook. That's the thing. It's like that last match that I had with Dallas doesn't count. I gave him the hook. If you look at that match, he flop pressed. I top rolled. I was going for the hook. He flop pressed so hard he dropped me out into a top roll. I then drove him into the hook, and then he beat me. Just saying. I got my 4. That's all I needed. Yeah, that doesn't count. Sorry, Ray. I love you, Ray, but that doesn't count. Ooh, chest tries and dumbbell wrist curls. Well, I didn't hear bench, so good job. Yeah, Mindy doesn't really go wrist to wrist in that hook. He pretends to go on the hook and then he's secretly got like that top roll still going. It's just a little bit deeper. So Bowen, who are you going for this year? Who are you attacking? There's not many people left on left. I think you've got what, Mario and Lachlan? And then Gunch's if he's actually returning. That'll be a good one for you on left. He's a beast. Love to see you and Brett go at it left, be left in a super match. Just saying. Thirsty, 88. I'm going to call him the Pram Bull, just because of that misspelling. He is now the Pram. Little child in a pram. The Pram Bull. I wanted that match. I asked for it in the WAL, actually. And I was trying to get in there. It was on my couple of up, and then everything went dark because of COVID and everything like that. So, missed opportunity. Would have been nice. I had someone else for my first match, but I had the Bama Bull firmly in my sights for where I was planning on going. Alright, just throw it out there, everyone. What matches do you want to see me in? Alright? Give me 3 matches you'd want to see me in. 3. And then I'm going to be hopping off here in probably 5 to 10 minutes, alright? Ooh, I'll remember why I got out of doing cup. It is burning. Oh. Burning, burning, burning down the river. Ooh. Brett left is on my list for sure. Oh, Pepe, Andy, then Mario, and Brett. My biggest match, I want right hand, Lockie, Josh, and Adam. Oh, you'll get Josh, it's fine. Stop picking on the light guys, alright? Focus on Lockie and Adam, and, you know, Josh will come, alright? Don't pick on the little guys. I used to be one, so I'm going to stand up for them, alright? Except for when I'm against them, then I'm just going to bully them. No, I'm joking. I'm too nice for that. I'll give shit, but that's about it. Call out, Harry. Oh, gosh. No, I'm not going to do that. I can't give him another loss. Jeez. Thirsty 88. We want him to stay in the sport, not get humiliated. Who else thirsty 30s? Thirsty 88. That's tongue tie. I've made it a tongue tie. If it was 808 it'd not be, but 88. Oh, clicky wrist. Oh. Yeah, Bowen, if you're still losing to Adam and Lockie, sorry, if you're beating Adam and Lockie, but you're losing to Josh, there's an issue. Don't you think? Unless they both break their arms this year, you just win by default. That's fair, that's fair. I respect your opinion. Oh, jeez. Alright. 2.5 more minutes, everyone, and then I am gonna head out. Oh, Tom doesn't want me. Dominic Lorenz, Tom doesn't want this. If Tom does, he can come up. I'll give him a match if he wants one. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Pretty sure he doesn't. You do not need to match me on either arm, Bowen. None. I don't exist. You can't take tips from me and then crush me, alright? It's not how it works. Pro, I love you, Crastination. What's up? This is live, dude. Welcome. I am about to jump off though, so hopefully next time you jump in a little bit sooner. Everyone that is in the chat though, I don't know how YouTube works, and I don't say that I'm an expert, but apparently you need likes and subscribes and stuff to get further with it. So if you could do that, jeez. Tom's actually started gaining weight, which is really good. So that might be a match that happens in Arm Wars sooner rather than later. Who knows? Next year, and we'll see. Dominic Lorenz, you can't say it after Bowen recommends it. That's not fair. Oh, thanks, Procrastinator. Hitting that notification bell. Thanks, dude. Next time, we can have a good old chat for a long time. Alright? Alright. Finish up these guys, and then, oh, I might jump off. Or just juice up and pedal. No. The juice stays out of my veins, the pancakes stay off my plate, and the maple syrup stays in the cupboard. I much prefer my steak and veg. Alright? Nice, clean, green, meat-eating machine. What have we got? Okay, I give you an overseas dude. You versus Bogdan for part 2. I think I need to get a win under my belt before I face Bogdan again. Yeah, no, Bogdan and I have definitely got history, and he said that we can definitely have a rematch in the future, and I will love the day that I get to destroy him, but I would love to verse someone else first, and work my way up that ladder a little bit more in the Arm Wars scene, get used to it, and then take my revenge. Me and Form versus Tom Holland could be good. I definitely agree with that. It's just, you know, probably one of those ones that will happen the next time I go over or the time after that. Tom knows that I respect him. We had a good old chinwag when we were over there saying that we've been wanting to verse each other for many years. We were hoping to face it like 2017 WAL and stuff like that. Just never came together, so it is what it is. We'll get there one day. What else have we got? Well, you and Ray would be fun. Ray doesn't want the match. There's video evidence of that. I swear it. Alright, Dominic, your final offer. Give it to me. And come say hello. Good boy. You want to say hello? Good boy. Hello. Yes, hello. Yes. Good boy. Up down. Up down. I know you want hugs. Good boy. Me versus Maynard on left. I think I get destroyed, but I'd love to have that match. It's got a lot of heart. I like it. Good option. Good option, Dominic. We'll put it out there into the world, and there we go. Yeah, Ray, that wuss. Who needs him anyway? Alright, everyone. It has been a pleasure chatting with everyone today. Make sure you got that notification bell on that Procrastinator did. Apparently that works, and you'll know when I'm live next time. We can do some reps together. That's the whole aim of this, guys. If you're on your couch, even if you're at work, grab something that's worthwhile lifting, and even if it's just bicep curls, you can do curls. If you're on a forklift, make sure you take a rubber band, just start going. Doesn't matter what the boss says. Workplace health and safety is second to one thing, and that's arm wrestling, alright? So make sure you don't stay safe and keep training arm wrestling. I'm joking. Always stay safe, guys. Take care, and hopefully we will see you next time. I think I worked this out. Procrastinator, cheers, bro. Catch you next time. See you guys. I'll get it. And no, oh no, where'd it go? We will get there, guys. I swear it, one of these days. Alright, see ya.